Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before I start the video, I would like to ask you all to participate in Season 35 No Blackbeard and Shanks Challenge. It is very simple. All you have to do is play League, Battle, or any PvP mode without Blackbeard or Shanks in your teams. This movement is an attempt to make the game more enjoyable for everybody. Thanks to Swartly for the idea, and thanks for starting the movement. Now, let's begin with the video. Most of us know all the good units in the game, and if you're new to the game, you might be asking, what 4-star units should I avoid? This is a list with 15 of the worst units in the whole game. Keep in mind that this is subject to my own opinion, and of course, you might disagree with me, but here we go. Whole Cake Sanji is one of the worst units released in the past 8 months. This character only has one useful skill, and that skill is extremely predictable and easy to dodge. His normal attacks are light and slow. His normals pause in between hits, making it easy to dodge mid-string, or even better, counter. He has no durability in battle, and his only skill lacks a wide range. Whole Cake Sanji is a complete disappointment for a character that is not even 1 year old. For number 15, I also have another unit that I just couldn't let go of. I love this character deeply, and I see a lot of people wanking the crap out of this unit. I personally do not think he's worth the hype at all. As a matter of fact, he's a terrible unit. That's right, I'm talking about Lucci. This is an odd character to say the least. Lucci normals are fantastic and will annoy the hell out of enemies. The problem is his skills and durability. His skills require extreme precision and patience, not to mention that both skills have some sort of glitch. They are short in range and they will not lock onto the enemies. The character feels incomplete or unfinished, and a little bit cheap. I consider Lucci to be Bandai's little lab rat, where they test the new skills and mechanics, and sadly, their experiment result is an incomplete character with multiple glitches. I might make an in-depth analysis about this character, so stay tuned. For a unit that is a few months old, he's a terrible one. He's super slow, his normal attacks are decent, and his skills require some polishing. The barrier counter is super laggy, and sometimes does not activate when getting hit. It also has a long activation time, making it useless. His other skill has a long activation time as well. Bartu's skills are too easy to dodge. For a defender, he's decent, but not good enough at this day and age. Hopefully Bandai can fix his activation time and glitches in the future. Wanolo is a one-hit wonder. To make him viable, you have to build him bright. That means having a specific set of metals, and you rely heavily on his only usable skill, the Gamma Knife. If you fail that attack, you will most likely get KO'd. His roam skill is absolute garbage. It has no range, and it only activates for a few seconds. The only decent thing about this character is his normal attacks, which do not cause enough damage for him to defend treasure. We all wanted this unit to be good, but sadly, he's not. Even when this character came out, he was not all that good. His skills have a long activation time and low damage output, and they are very easy to dodge. Brook's stats are low for today's standards, and not enough to endure attacks in the higher leagues. Brook did not age too well. Let's just hope we get a better version in the future. This character is over a year old by now. As such, he's no longer viable in PvP. Even as a beginner, you might struggle using this character. Skill 1 has low range and low damage. Skill 2 is a crappier version of Nightmare Luffy's Skill 1. His normals are bad, and his stats are extremely outdated. There are much better options for defenders nowadays. Avoid Luffy Storm if you can. This has got to be the worst Cola unit ever created. He is an attacker that barely causes any damage. His skills and normal attacks have a decent range, but they cause no damage. He's only decent for boss challenges, and even then I think Beiji is a much better option. Please avoid this unit at all cost. He's not worth the cola at all. Contrary to the Navy Infiltrator version, this one has much better damage output. This character is over a year old, and it was the first Bounty Fest unit along with Whitebeard. The major problem with this character is his outdated stats. If this character got a good revamp, he could be a decent unit to play with, but right now, he's just not good. This Luffy is also well over a year old. He has decent normal attacks, but his skills are terrible. His stats are extremely outdated. His skills have little to no range and barely cause any damage. I would say that even after a revamp, this character would still underperform in the current meta. Mihawk has always been a glass cannon. His normals are decent and both skills have good range. Both skills have a long activation time, which makes them easy to dodge or counter. The main problem with this character is durability. Mihawk will get KO'd with a few normal hits, and that is why this character is one of the worst right now. This character is extremely outdated. His skills lack durability, they have long activation times, which makes them very easy to dodge. This character did not age well at all. A few months after release, he was already weak. For an attacker, he lacks power and range on his skills, and that is why he's one of the worst units right now. In the spirit of good memories, I tried using this unit in combat, for good old time's sake, and well, he sucks. Really bad. His skills or normals lack range, the activation time of skill 2 is so long that the slowest defender in the game can outrun your skill. His normals require you to be in kissing range to hit the enemy. His stats are very outdated as well. This character requires a serious revamp, and even then, he would still be a terrible unit. Wapol used to be top tier. Crazy, right? Wapol normals have decent range. Skill 1 is actually decent as it causes damage and recovers HP. Skill 2 has decent range but very low fixed damage. As with all these units that are more than 1 year old, his stats are very low. Even after a revamp, I don't think this unit would be viable. This Smoker has pretty good normals. His skills have an insanely long activation time. Skill 1 has decent range but barely causes any damage. Skill 2 has no range and low damage output as well. The character itself is low and he has no durability. His stats are extremely outdated. There are better versions of Smoker. This unit is a Bounty Fest unit? That is all I need to say. Okay, let me explain why she's so bad. Her skills have an insanely long activation time and short range. The skills sometimes don't lock into the enemies, her normals are super slow and barely cause any damage. But that is not all. She is a Bounty Fest unit. That is right. She is a Bounty Fest unit, meaning she's more difficult to get compared to guaranteed units. Bandai, seriously, fix her or get her out of all banners. Getting this character is a spit on the face and a waste of rainbow diamonds. Definitely the worst Bounty Fest unit ever. Kaya made it to the game. She's one of the few units available since day one. Her overall stats are some of the lowest of any 4 stars characters released up until now. Only thing I would give her is that she has decent defense and her normal attack string is not that bad. Her skills increase speed and health, which are not so useful when defending treasure. Her traits have skill cooldowns and team boost increase. This unit is the only unit to offer a team boost bar increase, and the fact that it's only a 5% increase makes her traits some of the worst in the whole game. Let me make it easier for you. Kai is a defender that can only increase your speed, heal, and increase your team boost bar. She has no real attack or defensive skills. She's absolutely useless, so much that I never cared to level her up in any way, shape or form. Alright guys, and with this unit, I will finalize my video. Do you agree or disagree with my picks? Leave your 10 worst units down below. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys on my next video.